Hey guys, this is Jatin with Rockcrow. As promised, I am here with a video presentation on LinkedIn and career advanced hacks. A quick glance about the problem statement that we have already identified and we're gonna solve today is first is search restricted on LinkedIn. So what whenever we do a lot of searches on LinkedIn generally suggests you to either go for LinkedIn Premium or buy LinkedIn Sales Navigator if you want to do a lot of searches or if you want to open a lot of LinkedIn profiles, because there is a limit in LinkedIn basic account, hence you need to pay some amount to them. We're gonna today discuss how we can do unlimited searches on LinkedIn free of cost. And then sometime it happened that whenever we frame a search strategy on LinkedIn, then some of the LinkedIn profiles start appearing as LinkedIn member. We're gonna decode on how to solve for that as well. And then whenever we outreach to an HR, our resumes and cover letter usually not get shortlisted and we are not able to get an HR interview call. Hence we're gonna decode that as well, and how to crack 100% HR interview call and subsequent job offer as well. HRs are not replying to your emails, then I'm gonna share a formal email template with you guys today that gonna boost the chance of getting a response by 97%. And then if you want business email IDs of HRs, then simply ping me the LinkedIn profile in the comment section. I'm gonna get back to you on that. So guys, here's a scenario. So I want to connect with the HRs working with Amazon in India, and I want to do basically search out to them on LinkedIn, but my LinkedIn profile is restricted because I've already done a lot of searches and the search for a month has been already exhausted. Or some of the LinkedIn profile that I want to connect with, they are showing it as LinkedIn member. So I'm gonna decode that how you can basically get things done using recruitment Greek LinkedIn X-ray search, where on the similar fashion, just like you do a searches on LinkedIn, you need to frame here the search strategy. Let's say HR that are working with Amazon and are in India. Once you do that, you hit enter, and then you would be able to explore all the LinkedIn profiles right here in the front of your screen. No need to use your LinkedIn account, your LinkedIn basic account that is already restricted in order to perform the searches. All you need to do is to click on this profile. Once it get opened in your LinkedIn profile, then you can actually get connect with them. Another alternate for that is easy leads prospects. On the similar line, you can also define your target audience here. Here you actually need to define the job title. For example, this is much more advanced than recruitment Greek. For example, I want to connect with HR or talent acquisition people, or let's say someone who have titled them as hiring, that are basically currently hiring. Okay, and the location of interest is India and the company of interest is Amazon. Once I do that, I hit search, and then I would be actually able to get all the LinkedIn profiles right here in front of my screen. I even not need not to use my own LinkedIn basic account that is already restricted in order to perform unlimited searches. I'm going to take help of Easy Leads and Recruitment Geek. My preferred tool is going to be Easy Leads because it gives you the more option than in comparison to Recruitment Geek. So whichever tool do you guys prefer, you guys can use it. In the similar fashion, you have the LinkedIn profiles. All you need to do is to click view profile, and you would be able to view a profile something like this, and you can connect with those people by clicking on more and then the connect option. Sort of messages that you guys should be using in order to connect with them to boost the chances of getting accepted as well, that's something we're going to discuss in a short while as well. Okay, now the thing is clear how to do unlimited searches. You guys can take help of Easy Leads and the recruitment Greek software. Another thing that you can use is using Google searches as well. So Google, as you know, crawl each and every LinkedIn profile. By crawl, I mean it bring the LinkedIn profile from linkedin.com into the Google search as well. Now in order to bring such LinkedIn profile, all you need to do is to use this particular search term. For example, site, and then this particular search term in title business development, or in your case it could be HR. And if you type it in text, for example, I will show you the example application of lightning gmail.com as well, but for time being, let's write Amazon. So what eventually will happen, all the HRs that are working with again Amazon and are currently in the position of HR will start appearing in the Google search itself. Hence you again need not to have your LinkedIn basic account in order to perform these searches. One beauty is here is that if you want to connect with the HRs and you want to send out your resumes and cover letter right there in their email ID, then you can use here intextgmail.com. Once you do that, all the HRs who have actually kept their LinkedIn email ID public will start appearing here. You can basically send out your resume to them. Same way, some of them might be using yahoo.com as well, so you can use yahoo.com, and you would be able to get all the email IDs as well. That's the magic, that's the beauty of doing Google searches in terms of using this particular search term. Okay, next we have is sometimes people find it difficult to frame boolean expressions. Boolean expression means the HR or talent acquisition or campus hiring managers. So people sometimes feel it difficult in order to frame such boolean expression. Then this tool can be used, LinkedIn Prospect, where you actually need to just define the job titles with which you want to get connect with. You can separate them with the comma, and then once you do that, if you see below here, the search strategy is getting framed. Okay, this is something that takes a lot of time, and people sometimes find it difficult to frame something like this. So they can actually take help of this particular tool, where here you need to actually define the job title. Here something, if you would like to basically exclude, let's skip it for now. Let's write the company name as Sony or IBM. And once we do that, our search strategy is framed that people who are working as HR or talent acquisition and are with Sony and IBM will start appearing here. So once we have the search strategy, we need to copy it, and then we need to go to the LinkedIn search and gonna paste it here. Once what's eventually gonna happen, all the LinkedIn basically advanced filter that we generally get in LinkedIn Sales Navigator, we have this LinkedIn advanced filter here, and then we can basically frame the search strategy, and we have the options here. And then once, what you have to do is to click here people, and because we are currently interested for the HRs who are working in India only, so we can set the location as India. So this is how you can take help of alternate tools in order to take application of LinkedIn Sales Navigator. In order to do unlimited searches, you can take help of Google, then Easy Leads prospect tool, and then Recruitment Geek. Now in order to do the advanced filtering, then you can take help of this particular tool, that is LinkedIn Prospect. Okay, and next another application of this tool is to frame your LinkedIn headlines as well. For example, you are into sales or business development, okay, and your target audience are basically the HR people, okay, and benefit you bring to them is to basically boost productivity, okay. And how do you do it? We do it basically by implementing AI backed system. Okay, for example, your company provide an AI backed system to the HR professionals to help them boost the productivity in their organization, and you want to frame a LinkedIn headline. So here you have the LinkedIn headline. We help HR to boost productivity. So do ki jagah I'm gonna write it here, to boost productivity through implementing AI backed system. Now this is the advantage that you will get. If you are confused what should you be writing in your LinkedIn headline, then you can actually use this personal branding or sales business development type of profile LinkedIn headline generation. Based on your interest, you can set here target market. What I mean by target market, the people whom you want to target from your LinkedIn profile. Your top skill, so what is there in you, what is your USP, unique selling point, is something in your top skill. The result you get people, how do you help those people? For example, you have an SEO agency, search engine optimization. So your target market is basically the any startup basically that is trying to rank themselves for a specific keyword. Your top skill is basically to help people get ranked, and then the result you get for people is business revenue. You boost their business revenue because you help them get ranked on Google searches basically. Okay, so this is about alternates of LinkedIn Sales Navigator, on how to do the LinkedIn advanced search filtering and how to do some unlimited searches, and also a bonus that you can actually get their personal email IDs. Okay, and now so I believe this particular ROI around searches restricted on LinkedIn and profile visibility as LinkedIn member has been completed. You can actually take help of Google, Easy Leads, and Recruitment Geek in order to do such things. And now another thing is, resumes and cover letters are not getting shortlisted. So let me share with you a template, though it looks simple but is very much effective. People generally if you're applying for a company in Amazon, Google, Microsoft, then they usually have ATS software. ATS is applicant tracking system. Now people usually use some fancy graphical information, images in their resume, thinking of that it would have a better impact. No, it generally do not have anything like that. If you read here, avoid images, chart, and other graphics in your resume. Why? Because for instance, if you insert an image or chart to showcase your key skills, the ATS will unable to read it. Okay, trying to understand it. The big companies use ATS software, applicant tracking system, and they are actually not able to understand what you have written in your images, chart, and avoid graphics as well, because they're not able to understand it. Hence, they are not able to give you a better ATS score. Hence, use a as simple template like this, which is provided by Sally Smith. uh, she is basically a resume hacker, so she basically help students in preparing resumes. So I have downloaded this particular template from our website, so you guys can use this particular template in order to frame your resume. One thing that you have to be very much cautious here, that she has tried to use numbers in your resume, the data and statistics. Now in order to get a good ATS score, once you need some keywords that should be there in your resume, and then your resume should talk about facts and figures. Now in order to get those keywords, then you can take help of job description. For example, you are applying for a job of placement coordinator, and the job description for a placement coordinator generally revolve around, you must know how to do cold callings, you must know how to do emailing, you must know how to do convincing skill, negotiation skill, presentation skills. Now these are basically the keywords that you have to derive from a job description and include such keywords in your professional experience. If for example, if you are a fresher, then you can write here basically in the work experience any role that you handled in your college. For example, an event coordinator or a placement coordinator in your college, or anything relevant that you did, and here you can write a professional experience. Hence this is very much mandatory that during your college, your second or third year, you must enroll yourself in some sort of internship program that can actually give you an edge over your other competitors. Now I hope this resume template gonna help you guys. Avoid graphics, images, charts in your resume if you're applying for a big Fortune 500 companies, because these graphs, images, charts gonna be no relevancy. Hence use a simple format like this, include data, facts and figures, include keywords, and hence your chances of getting the HR interview call and selecting for this particular resume is gonna boost up. Next we have is cover letter. Along with your resume, companies are also demand for your cover letter, and things would be becoming really easy for you if you use a template like this that has a 97% response rate, where what you actually have to do is to demonstrate what makes you eligible to apply for this role in the first paragraph, and in the second paragraph you need to showcase them that you are not a regular bulk outreacher who used to apply to each and every company. You did some background study about the company before actually applying for this role. Hence you cannot demonstrate them what you know about the company. One important section, very much important, that actually gonna change the game is create this table. There on the left hand side you're going to demonstrate what sort of skill set required for this particular job role and what sort of experience you have. Now for a fresher graduate, let's take an example how you can correlate with it. For example, field sales experience. You organized an event during your college and you are responsible for the bringing, let's say, some sponsor to your college for that particular event. You have some field sales experience related to that. Customer handling, you basically invited them, then you did some sort of customer handling as well. Then those sort of relevant experience you can add here. What eventually gonna happen, recruiter gonna see this is something is a requirement and this person has done everything similar to that in his past experience, and it's gonna make and change the game. Next we have is a call to action. You can say that please review, attach my resume along with this email. I will be following up next week to know the next steps. Okay, so then you can add your name and your mobile number as a next step. So make sure you are not making these mistakes, that you are not customizing it for every job, or you are doing some typo error, a grammatical error, or cover letter is not your resume, hence does not make it sound like one. Or stop bragging about yourself rather than being a job centric, because here if you see everything is job centric. Next we have very important thing is formal emails. You have your resume, you have your cover letter, you need to showcase them in your formal email as well. Same way, first of all you need to basically make you what makes you eligible to apply for this job. Initially we have a subject or name and applicant. So subject, you can basically add a name of your applicant, means name of yourself, and name of position, and any job reference number if they might have. And then this is something very much important, what makes you eligible for this job role, because this job role needs 4 years of experience as a business development candidate. That's why I'm applying for it, because this something is your requirement. And then a quick introduction about the company that makes you differentiate from others who are doing some bulk outreach, rather you are doing some job centric outreach. Another, that table that you created in the cover letter, you can actually copy and paste that table in the email as well. That actually gonna gauge the attention of the recruiter, and if she see that, if he or she see that this is something which is our requirement and this person had all the relevant experiences, hence it gonna make your life super easy. One important thing, the HR related interview question and answers, people usually used to cram those interview question and answers, but actually if you have created this table with the best of your knowledge, then answering those HR related interview questions gonna become really easy. For example, so HR asks you in a interview question that what are your short term goals. You can take help of this particular table, that what ma'am, my short term goals are, I know these 3-4 skills very much handy because I have relevant experience, but these are the 2 skills for which I do not have much experience. As a short term goal, I'm looking forward to work under my manager to learn more about this skill set. Everything that you're gonna answer to the HR is gonna be job centric. Why do you want to join us? The reason I want to join you, because this something is your requirement and this is something which my relevant experience is. Hence this is very much in line with what I have in my professional experience. That's why I want to join you. And same goes for other HR related interview question and answers. You can actually take help of this table to answer almost 98% of HR interview questions. Hence you need not to cram any of such. And then again, a call to action, that I have attached my resume, cover letter and business specific presentation if you have created one, in order to basically take the next steps. If you want a thorough understanding how I actually created the cover letter, resume and formal email, then watch day 5 of LinkedIn off campus job workshop. Link is in the description as well, where you get to know more about it. Okay, next one important thing is about your LinkedIn outreach. Whenever you are doing some LinkedIn outreach, then you can use some message templates like this. For example, you are looking for a job domain that is data science and the company of interest is Amazon. This is something you can use as a connection request message. Hey John, I'm looking forward to being connected with industry leaders in the data science profile. Hi John, I saw you are working as data science with Amazon, would love to connect and explore work synergies. Hey John, I am looking for some career guidance from industry leaders in the data science profile. Let's connect. So before doing that, make sure you are framing a LinkedIn search query that says that data science people in the title and in the company Amazon, so that each and every person that you are getting are your target audience. And then once the connection request is accepted, instead of as a second message you are forwarding your resume and asking for a suitable role, try messages like this. Hey John, I've created a presentation to showcase my knowledge about Amazon Web Services, that AWS, as I'm exploring job opportunities sales department with Amazon. So basically, instead of just directly asking that, I'm looking for a job, can you help me with a referral, or I'm looking for a job, can you help me with your email so that I can forward my resume, you said that I have prepared a presentation actually that talks about AWS features and why I think that I can be a suitable asset in order to selling those AWS, because I'm looking for a job in the sales department with Amazon. So hence it become really easy for that second person to answer you, because you did some background research about the company, about the role, before actually asking for any next steps. Another message that you can use, this is more centric for business development of sales, job domain and company of interest is Amazon. Second message you can use, hey John, my core skill as sales associate with my present company revolves around these. So you want to showcase them that this is your requirement. These are the keywords that I picked basically from a job responsibilities, just like the one we had earlier as well. And then having said that, I was able to generate 30 plus qualified opportunity and met the annual target of $50,000 for my last company. And if you are sending out this message to an employee of a company, then you can seek for employee referral. Currently looking to apply for the open role of sales manager with Amazon, can you provide me a referral? If you are sending this to an HR, then I saw you have an open role as sales manager, can you provide me your email ID where I can forward my resume? If you want to know more about how you can curate those messages, more message template you need, then you can basically sign up for LinkedIn off campus workshop. Having said that guys, these message responses really work. I myself in my past 4 years have earned employee referrals from companies like Microsoft, LinkedIn, Urban Company and others. So these message template works 101%. So make sure you are using them. Same goes for other profiles as well. Data science, your skill set gonna be changed, your achievement gonna be changed, but end of the day your CTA remains the same and the principle of writing a message remains the same. Okay guys, I hope I was able to justify the ROI that I promised over the email with respect to LinkedIn Sales Navigator alternates and your job and career guidance hacks. So make sure if you haven't subscribed to the channel to subscribe it right now, because I'm gonna share more related hacks in the coming videos. So we'll look forward to your presence in the next video. Till then, namaskar.